Hey guys, how you doing? It's KJ here with the scariest movie ever made and riggedreality.com. And I wanted to share something with you that I stumbled across just a little bit ago. I found this ad for a hair care company, a salon hair care company, and they're called Nexus. And Nexus is a real word. Here in a second I'm going to show you what it actually means. And it's supposed to be spelled N-E-X-U-S, but this company spells it N-E-X-X-U-S. But that's the question. Are they actual X's that Nexus is using? Are these actual X's? And let me go ahead and show you how they spell it. This is it right here. It's supposed to be N-E-X-X-U-S, right? Well, if you take a good look at those two X's, those aren't actually X's. What those are, what you're looking at, are two crosses, okay? That's one cross that's standing right side up, and the other one's upside down. And to make a point, they actually put a point on each one of them, just to show you. See, the one on top has got a point on the bottom, and the cross on the bottom has got a point on its top, showing you that that's where they would be put in the ground, right? So you got two crosses for Nexus, one on top and one underneath that's upside down, all right? And they push that symbol quite a bit here on the page. Let me show you down here. Down here on their tabs, they use the two crosses as well, right? And again, that's telling me those aren't just X's. Why would they put a couple of X's down on down on the tabs? It's not just a couple of X's. They could put anything on there, right? But they chose to put that cross and the upside down cross, right? So there you go. And if you're still not with me, let's go ahead and check out their little ad. And again, they're going to push forward that symbol, okay? Here we go.
Infinitely gorgeous hair.
You don't have to settle for anything less.
Look to Nexus, a high
Right there.
standard in hair care. Our exclusive formulas combine high concentrations of premium ingredients. So hair problems aren't just covered, they're treated at the source.
And sure, it might cost a little more, but you'll see nothing less than hair you love.
This is
All right, here coming up. Watch between the curtains behind her, okay?
This is Nexus.
You see it right there? It's the first thing that pops up out of the curtains. The center of the screen. They want you to see this. Are the two crosses. You see it?
Long hair care. Raise your standard.
There it is. Nexus. Two crosses. One on top, one on bottom. The points are even made even sharper on this one, okay? The one that's on the bottom of each cross. So there's two crosses, okay? So why would they do that? What does that mean? Well, for those of you who aren't familiar with stuff like this, you have to know that these kind of symbols and weird subliminals show up in practically everything. And that's because, most things, most organizations, most companies, most film companies, everything. Most things are ran by just really a handful of corporations, and you can check this out for yourself. And most of these corporations are Illuminati and Freemason run. And how do we know that? We know that by the kinds of symbols and subliminals they put out. Okay, and it's very common. A lot of research on this. I'm sure a lot of you who come to my channel and see my videos are already aware of this kind of stuff. But those of you who aren't, just check it out, because this isn't just some random occurrence. This kind of thing happens in everything, and I show some in some of my videos, and there's other people out there who do a great job at showing some as well. Okay, so Nexus, all right. And if you're still not with me and you still think that that's just two X's for whatever reason, right? Well, let's go ahead and go over here and take a look at what the definition of Nexus is in the dictionary. And here we go. So there's Nexus, the way it's supposed to be spelled, N-E-X-U-S, and it means, number one, a means of connection, a link or a tie, a connected series or group, and the core or center. And even down here, in the Latin, it actually means a binding together, a means of connection between members of a group or things in a series, a link or a bond. You get the gist, right? So basically means a binding together, right? A connection between groups. And you've got it on this hair care product here with two crosses, right? So two crosses, one right side up, one upside down. Nexus meaning a combining or a binding of. So there you go. So what's the message? Are they telling us that this hair care product is going to bring together the people who believe in Christ and the people who don't? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they're working on a different level when they do this kind of stuff. And, when you get into the Freemasons, the Illuminati, and start trying to learn more about them and kind of why they do what they do, you'll find this, that, our real enemies out there in the world, they're not, white people, black people, Republicans, Democrats, Mexicans, Asians, nothing like that. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, what you're actually dealing with are witches and warlocks, really, for lack of a better term. And if you don't, understand that, or you think that's just crazy talk, check out Bohemian Grove. That's a good start. And, just look through a little bit of history even. The president's wives, these stories have always been out of the news about them having, like Nancy Reagan had her own personal psychic. Hillary Clinton used to go up on top of the White House and she believed she was speaking with Eleanor Roosevelt's spirit. This is just, there's a couple examples, but it's all across the board. So look up Bohemian Grove, and also you can check out Belizean Grove, which is the female version, all right? But it's all weird pagan stuff, Satanist stuff, Illuminati, Freemason, occult, witchcraft, the whole deal. And they do this in these campaigns because they know that we know, inherently, subconsciously even, we understand symbols. We know symbols and we know what they mean. But most of the time that's on a deeper level. It's hard for us to connect that to. Or connect to it sometimes just on the surface. You see these commercials and you just kind of take it for what it is. But maybe that symbol is kind of sending that message into your mind for whatever reason, as crazy as it sounds. Hey, if I get this product, somehow that's that's going to bring the world together. It's going to bring the faiths together. I don't know, okay? I can't completely decipher their intention here, but I can tell you that those are two crosses and those are not two X's. That's one standing right side up, one upside down. And just wanted to share it with you. It's just another example that there's always more going on. And there's always more to the story, especially when it comes to a lot of these kind of things. These big products, these big corporations. They use witchcraft. They use numerology. They use ley lines and power from pyramids. It gets insane, okay? But it is what it is, and that's what they do. Even right there, some of you may say that's an Illuminati sign. Possibly. Maybe they're just showing off the hair. I don't know. But as I say, usually where there's one subliminal or symbol, there's more. So there's that. And these are for you guys to, to talk about. I'd like to see what you think about down there in the comments section. And here's another one, too, where they spell out infinitely gorgeous hair. Well, the G and the O, they have connected. Almost looks like a planet entering another one, right? So some of you Nibiru fans, you may want to dig into that one. There's spheres. You can look up the spheres at the Vatican, and they show a planet kind of, it's either coming out of another planet or going into one, but they're huge. And you find out that those spheres are all over the world at different places. So, maybe that might be a connection to that as well. Because these people know about all this stuff. They know about, the things to come, Maybe they're hinting it at us. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, check it out, guys. That's what we got. Nexus, two crosses, a combining of, a joining together, a binding, right? So I guess if you buy this hair care product, you're somehow going to bring together the world's religions. I don't know. You're going to bring together people with faith and people who don't have it. Probably not. It's probably working on a level that even I can't completely decipher. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. And hope you got something out of it. Thanks.